Welcome back to Echoes of Impact. Loving what you're watching? Don't miss a moment of Echoes of Impact or any of your favorite Now Media TV shows, live or on demand, anytime, anywhere. Download the free Now Media TV app on Roku or iOS and enjoy instant access to our full lineup of bilingual programming in both English and Spanish. If you prefer to listen on the go, catch the version on the podcast of the show right on the Now Media TV website at www.nowmedia.tv. From business and breaking news to lifestyle, culture, and everything in between, Now Media TV is streaming 24/7, ready whenever you are. Welcome back to Echoes of Impact. We are here again with Dara, who is not just growing a business but leading with purpose. We will explore the deeper definition of success and how to find fulfillment when numbers alone are not enough. The problem facing many in the audience, Dara, is that success is often measured by money or size, like how much money I'm bringing, how many maybe staff member do I have. But that can feel really like hollow when their work is heart centered, like your work, like you really care about the animals, the pets. You want to make sure they are safe, they are taken care of. So I like that you are here with us today so you can tell them like what does success really mean to you and how that definition change over time.
Sometimes I think a lot of people, like you said, they look at a number or look at the number of employees they have, how much money they're making. But it's very personal. And a lot of people ask that question, what do you think it is? But one thing it isn't is comparing yourself to somebody else. And nobody can compare their business to somebody else because what my take on it is going to be different than somebody else's. And for me, it's been a transition of growing from a grooming salon that operated as a grooming salon and knowing that I had a bigger mission. I have a bigger journey ahead of me and I have a lot of ambition. So I want to continue to grow and continue to move forward. And for me, that works. I knew that there was something more. So I had to keep pushing and finding and seeing and going one step ahead. And my journey isn't going to be the same as somebody's who's really happy just having a grooming salon. And they should find their success in that because if they're doing what they love at the end of the day and everyone's happy and healthy and safe, that's the success right there. It's not the money in the bank, but though that's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
The money in the bank is really nice. We want that too
absolutely.
much too. But yeah, it's lucky for us as pet care providers that we have such a passion for the animals that we can do this for a living.
Mhm.
And being able to roll that into education, I'm a serial scholar. Put a book in front of me and I'm going to consume it. Like,
Mm.
I love learning and I love school. And I'm in my MBA right now for business.
Wow.
So, I can't do better for anybody else and help anybody else without doing better myself.
Absolutely. I can't agree more. So have you ever felt like a season in your life like where the number maybe looked good, but you did not feel successful?
Yeah, I mean it's a problem. Yes, honestly, it is. I do. I wonder about that, and I it's hard to not compare to somebody else, and it's hard to not look at somebody else and go, "Oh my gosh, I am working so hard. Why am I not there?" Why am I not at that level? How come my life isn't looking like that? But we don't know what's going on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going on the inside, and um, it's hard as a small business owner to find somebody to work with that as a I mean, I have business mentors, I have had business coaches, and I have done them outside of our industry because it's hard to find somebody who's at my level.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to make that sound like, oh, I'm better than everyone, because that's not what I'm saying. Is it's not that I'm better than anybody else, but it's that I want to be better.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I want to be better. And so it's looking outside. And so people I work with in the school, and people that groomers and pet care providers that come to me for coaching, I want to give them the best to make them better.
That's awesome. I
That
love
makes
that. Yeah, I love that. I love that. But what are the non-financial ones that have meant the most for you in this journey?
What, say that again?
The non-financial ones that have meant the most for you in your journey.
Hmm. Man, you're stumping me today.
Like maybe is it probably like teaching someone like who's taking care of the animal or maybe like doing it yourself
So, I
or
mean,
maybe something else that you do like you feel like oh okay this meant to me like more than $1 million or more like you know.
I love seeing other owners, other business owners, other groomers when they get that light and it's like, oh, oh, I get it now because um, as groomers and
Mm-hmm.
pet care, a lot of them aren't going to business school. They're not going and getting their they're not going to get in their MBA, right? Like they're not I do all kinds of classes on social media and digital marketing and web development so that I can bring that back and giving
Mm-hmm.
and being able to pass that on to them and do our weekly seminars and our weekly coaching calls and how many people are starting to come to those in our community. It's like that is just so nice having like-minded people being part of our journey, and that comes from our own online community. I mean, we've left social media, we're not in Facebook anymore, we have our own platform, and we love having people in there and being able to give back to them.
That's awesome. So how do you guide your students and staff like to find fulfillment beyond profit in their journey?
Oh my goodness, we meet so many times. We're so active with each other. We keep in contact. I love hearing the success stories of our graduates. I love when they call. We just had an one here in New Hampshire, and she
Mhm.
opened her second location. And
Oh,
it's like, oh,
wow.
that is amazing. That is so exciting that she opened her second location. When we have groomers that are like, oh, I just want to work for somebody. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, I want to go open my own place. And it's like, yes,
That's
let's.
awesome. Do they have the freedom when they work in other places, like to implement the same strategies, maybe, and method that you teach them?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we
Oh,
hope they do.
yeah.
Yeah, we hope they do.
You didn't hear any stories that like they were not happy, like because they were not able to apply anything or some of the stuff.
I mean, you're never going to please everyone, right? So we've had ours. We've had our share. There are people that have not.
Uh,
You get what you put in, right?
yeah.
Anything you get what you put in. You go to school, there are going to be D students, there are going to be A students. You're going to have a valedictorian, and you're going to
Hmm.
have people that are going to flunk out. It's what they put in, and there's sometimes
Yeah.
as a teacher, as an educator, we can't force it upon them. So if they're not gonna you people want to level themselves up, that's what we do, and you can jump in
Absolutely.
or not.
Absolutely, absolutely. So they don't really have that much trouble when they go work for someone else, like to apply the strategies and things that you teach them. So that if there's a will, there's a way, I
If there's
guess.
a will, there's a
This is
way.
my
And we try and
absolutely.
help them. Yes, we try to make sure that, our doors are open. You're not
Mhm,
kicked out. You're once you graduate, you're part of the family. And if you need anything, they
mhm.
come back to us and we want to see them again.
That's awesome. So how can people connect with you and become a student or work with you?
Uh, wholepetnh.com. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on social media. We're everywhere. Well, we try to be. You're not
That's
as
awesome.
on TikTok.
Can you say your website again, especially for those who are listening to us?
Yes, it's wholepetnh.com. And it's just like it says, whole, because we like to think that we are talking about more. And we look at the whole as everything, including owners. So owners come find us too, because we want to meet you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Dara. Thank you for being
Thank
my
you.
guest today. So for
Thanks for having me.
returning. Of course, I love having you. Your really wisdom and courage and conviction are inspiring, not just for the vet care industry, but for anyone trying to make a meaningful difference, maybe creating a movement,
Yeah.
maybe the first one in their industry to create something.
Don't be
And
afraid. Think outside the box.
absolutely. To our audience, legacy does not start when you retire. It starts when you realize your work can outlive you. Whether you're building a business, raising a family, or mentoring someone at a time, what you are doing matters. If you if you've ever wondered if you are making a difference, let Dara's story remind you every student you teach, every standard you raise, every ripple you create, that is an impact. I am your host, Noura Al-Masri, and this is Echoes of Impact with Noura. Until next time, keep making an impact.